matchup. Mega Man is boring and Sonic is boring. Don't at me. So we might go to time on this game, depending on how they play. Kapus is such a safe player, and Sonic is just about playing safe.
Yeah, both of these players too don't like to press a whole lot of buttons. It's really going to be a very methodical base neutral between these two.
Yeah. So the thing about Sonic is, especially if you just wait for some of his spin dash mix-ups, you can definitely start punishing him, and you can see Kapus not doing too well.
Not doing
Disco taunting and looking at her.
Yeah, not doing spectacularly well right now.
Yeah,
here in the start of the match.
Kapus' Mega Man is not looking good right now with that SD, and now Disco does not need to approach at all, and that's not going to be. That's really bad.
And this just makes it so much harder for Kapus because Mega Man, one of those characters who thrives on playing a safe, patient neutral, and now that you have to play so aggressive, it's going to be so much riskier against a campy Sonic. Oh. Alright, Joe apparently lost to someone 2-1.
It was Mage.
Mage,
I'm so
okay.
upset.
Mage actually really good.
He is.
PR'd in Korea, just to let y'all know.
PR'd in Korea, really?
Yeah, second best player in Korea, apparently.
Oh, wow. Okay. Kapus is making a little bit of a comeback. Not minding that SD too much.
Not too much still, though. Hasn't taken the stock just yet, and that's the problem. Mega Man has a bit of a struggle finding those kills, but the back air
though, I think Mega Man in neutral versus Sonic is not a bad thing. Disco definitely does not need to do any approaching though right now. Like he can force the situation on the Kapus, and that's where Sonic thrives. Where he just, when you're approaching him and then Sonic makes up his spin dash and whatnot.
A lot of Sonic's approaches as well too rely on him having to go into a mid-range zone, and that's where Mega Man excels at the most, is stopping people, halting people from getting able to get to that threshold. You see these buzzsaws and lemons come into play to just keep Sonic in check and not let him aggressively hold forward.
Yeah, those pellets really do stop the approach. So I really want to see how Kapus can find her way in and get this next kill, because I mean, Disco looked hot at the first start, especially when Kapus SD'd. He looked like he was in a fine position, but Kapus is already starting to bring it back, which is not, it doesn't look good.
Yeah, it looks a little bit more troublesome for Disco for sure, but I think going back to what we were talking about earlier, Sonic, his homing attack in this game is so hard to anticipate, because if you do play defensively against it, it will eventually shield poke. So you have to guess when to react to it. And there we go, the fair coming through in the clutch, catching him out of the skies.
And Kapus kind of showing that this is not over. I can SD, but I'm still in the game. It does not matter to me. And now Sonic has Kapus off stage, the edge guard, not going to get the up B on her.
Despite our doubts, or my doubts at least, her neutral is coming into play so well.
Pin dash to F smash. What a great conversion there. I'm not sure if I don't think that was true, but in any case, it still looked cool.
Honestly, F smash for Sonic in general is a powerful move for that character.
The way he says it.
Who frames people so well and catches poor recoveries?
Oh man, Curry on this character makes you wonder. So
man, shout out to Curry. That's the only reason Disco plays this character.
I mean, and Disco kind of showing up now on this last stock, kind of turning up the heat here. Ooh, okay, Mega Man throwing out that option.
All right. Homing attack?
The pellets, man, they really stop a lot of Sonic's options.
They do. It's really hard for Sonic to just scramble out of neutral when he's getting hit by these stray hits.
See that girl? She saw him charging up F smash and she was like, "No, I don't care. I'm the neutral get up anyways."
Indeed. Kapus not afraid.
Yeah, I know, man. Every time I think Kapus might be afraid of something, it's him and the
ankle breaker. Oh, check her ankle.
You gotta wonder if she didn't SD that first game. This first game, would it have been that close, So
that's always the guarantee. What if, if she didn't blow up her stock, would she be able to win?
Yeah. So
I think either way, that was a tall order. Altogether.
So we're switching both to Samus and then to Mario.
Look, man, I love me some Samus, so you can't. Okay, you can't turn me into a traitor.
Some Samus is cool, but I'm sorry. Mario and Samus, these matchups that I'm seeing today by these two players, no offense, it's not. Mario can sometimes be hyped and so can Samus, but Sometimes hype is never enough for me. Never enough.
Sometimes we kind of have a little bit of troubles we don't mesh out with characters.
Yeah. Okay, starting off game 1, pretty even here. Good back air.
Indeed. That back air's gonna come into clutch.
Disco!
Yes, and the down air too. Yeah, Disco looking sexy.
He read that air dodge so well. He did the charge shot, and then Kapus air dodged, and he canceled to down air. It was just so sick.
Hold on, though. This is Kapus.
Yeah,
Kapus' advantage state right now.
Samus is cool now. That was cool. That was cool. I'll give it to him.
Samus' down air is hype. If anything, that move kills. If you can get connected to him. You know,
trying to get the down air.
Not necessarily the fastest down air out there, but pretty effective at doing its job.
It makes it look hype, that's for sure, man.
Yeah. One thing I do need to see from Disco as much as possible is that down tilt. That frame 6 down tilt is super fast to catch Mario on the ground, but that up smash is faster to catch him in the skies.
Yeah, Disco wanting the grab and then accidentally, I think, doing it the other way and then getting up smash from what I saw.
Yeah.
It's going to be a combo now. Let's see how much Kapus can get. Only the down air.
In the Mario matchup, it's really hard for Samus to utilize her charge shot effectively because of the way Mario can just weave around it and not make it a factor with cape. But, you know, Disco using some of Samus's other tools much more effectively to give him the neutral wins he needs.
Yeah.
It's really all about how he catches the landings on Mario with like fair and up air and really just keeping consistent with his boxing game up close, using jab 1 pivot grabs and whatnot.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Mario should be able to get in and get a lot of combos onto Samus, and it just hasn't been happening. Here we go. See, she's only getting 2 hits in every time, and Disco's only at 49. Disco's been hitting her quite more often than she's been trying to hit him, so just purely out-neutraling her.
This matchup is much harder. It's much harder for Mario than you would imagine. Like, in Smash 4, players like Anti and, you know, Ally and stuff, I have to acknowledge that. But they would struggle against players like Icy Miss, players like Depth, who were like consistent Samus mains just because of how stubby Mario is compared to Samus's normals in boxing and stuff.
I mean, everyone was like Samus could be the worst character in Smash Ultimate. You remember that when the game came out? Everyone was saying Samus.
For sure.
And then we still have a lot of Samus players out here that are just showing people wrong. I mean, who's the other? Cruise Loops.
Cruise Loops. We got a lot of Samus players here. Texas. We got Joker, to name a few, Teaser, Joker, Cruise Loops, now Disco as well too.
And they all show up, man. They all show up. So Samus is not a threat. Is not like a non-threat. She's definitely a threat character if you don't know what to do against her. And right now, Kapus looking a little lost on getting this stock. She cannot get it right now.
Having a hard time converging off of like her straight aerials just because Samus's floaty nature.
The up smash. This is not looking good for Kapus at all. Disco's running away with the game 2.
You know, Mario doesn't really excel at doing consistent damage on floaty characters like this because it's just hard for him to just chase them for so long, especially when they have aerials that can outrange him. But that back air is coming through. Yeah,
very slick back air by Kapus. But if Disco plays this safe, I'm not sure. Oh, already 40. Okay, and now she's getting a combo. Already at 63. You see, you hear Disco, like Disco saying something in the background. The song,
yeah.
In the player cam.
He's trying to stay mentally focused, I would think.
Oh no, the down air. Kapus is starting to run into him all the time and just completely obliterating him in the neutral. Went for the up smash, not gonna get one for another up smash. I'm surprised there wasn't an up smash there or an F smash or something to punish.
All right, high percents though.
Oh my gosh.
Honestly, so many things for Samus could potentially kill at this point. You see Disco trying to look for that dash attack. It's going to be one of those moves you're going to have to watch out for.
Kapus just brought this back like that, you know, and it's getting very close. What is she going to do on ledge?
This is definitely Kapus' advantage. The down tilt coming through, but she's not able to get anything to converge off of it.
How is Disco going to get off ledge? Oh, the up smash coming
back
through.
Throw.
Up throw is going to take it.
What a great DI mix-up. You know, you're expecting the back throw, so you DI out or try to DI down, but that sets you up so perfectly to die to the up throw.
That was crazy. That was crazy. Man, that Samus looked very scary, and then Kapus almost coming back again. You know, that game 1 was really unfortunate with the SD, and then that game 2 she had it. She got the cape, she had the combo. All she needed to do was close it out. But Disco showing some resilience and some defense. I think she was a little up smash happy at that end of the game.
I think Disco did a really great job of showing us why Mario can struggle in that matchup. There's a lot of things that Mario can't consistently do to Samus that he could do to a lot of other heavy characters in her weight class, just because of her unique attributes as a character. A lot of the times she can decrease her hurt box by either jumping or down being, and it puts her in a position to barely avoid a lot of aerials Mario just wants to throw out at will.
Yeah, so that's true.
It's great to see counterplay to Mario in that regard.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, Mario definitely has his fair share of being really good. So if Kapus plays that matchup right, I still think there's a very good chance for Mario to take it. It's not like that matchup is minus now with the Samus buffs or anything. If anything, I think it's probably still Mario favored. I don't know. Maybe a hot take.
Even probably +1 for Mario. That's just my opinion.
Okay.
You know, Samus actually, that matchup used to be pretty even, if not almost in Samus's favor back in Smash 4. You know,